Jadakiss and Beanie Sigel had one of the most legendary beefs in the rap game. They set crazy diss tracks at each other, but most fans have no idea how deadly it almost became. So today we're breaking down why Jadakiss and Beanie Sigel are both lucky to be alive. When Jadakiss and Beanie Sigel started beefing in 2001, it got so heated that a lot of people thought there must have been some crazy personal drama going on behind the scenes. But it all actually started with Jadakiss and Jay-Z. Jadakiss started rapping when he was a kid growing up in Yonkers with his homie Sheek Louch and Styles P. The three of them started a crew called the Warlocks, and they were able to get a meeting with Diddy back in the day after Mary J. Blige heard them and liked the music. Diddy was impressed with their tape, so he signed the Warlocks to Bad Boy Records and changed their name to the Locks. The Locks started working with all the biggest artists on Bad Boy like Mace, Mariah Carey, and Biggie. Back then they were writing a lot of verses for other people, but then they dropped a tribute to Biggie after he died called We'll Always Love Big Papa, and that's when the Locks really started popping off. The Locks dropped their first album in '98 and hit #1 on the top R&B and hip-hop chart. The record was a big success, but the Locks weren't rocking with Diddy or how he ran Bad Boy Records, so they split off and signed a deal with Rough Riders. Rough Riders started out as a management company that had the Locks and DMX signed to them. The Locks were already being managed by Rough Riders when they dropped their first album on Bad Boy Records. Before Diddy became famous for all the wild abuse he was doing, he already had a reputation for locking artists down and not letting them leave Bad Boy Records. The Locks wanted out though and started a Free the Locks movement and was selling shirts that said, "Let the Locks go." Diddy eventually let them leave Bad Boy Records, but he still kept 50% of their publishing so he could keep making money off of them. Diddy and the Locks eventually squashed everything, but Jadakiss took shots at Diddy on the track Blood Pressure and rapped, "When you see me, don't ask me nothing about us. And don't definitely ask me nothing about, fuck it, you owe me one, I owe you two. I would've smacked you with the burner, but I know you too." Around the same time, Beanie Sigel was getting started in the rap game too. Beanie had built a buzz in Philly by battling local rappers and hustling mixtapes. One day, he got an offer to battle another local group called Philly's Most Wanted for some money. They didn't actually end up battling, but they all rapped in a cypher, and Beanie impressed one of the rappers from Philly's Most Wanted named Bubonic. Some dudes who were financing Philly's Most Wanted had connections to Jay-Z, and they wanted to sign Beanie too. A few weeks later, Beanie got a call that Jay-Z wanted them all to come to New York to rap for him. Jay was impressed and offered them all a deal at Rockefeller. Philly's Most Wanted turned it down and signed a deal with Atlantic instead, but Beanie decided to go with Jay-Z. He signed a deal with Jay-Z and Rockefeller Records in '98. In that same year, Jadakiss and Beanie Sigel were both on Jay-Z's track, Reservoir Dogs. Beanie Sigel came up in Philly and not New York, but he had been a fan of Jadakiss and the Locks for years. In '99,